What's up, everybody? This is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. We are doing a late night one after a few consulting calls I did earlier today. They were very great. I wanted to say you have the power to become a banker at $25 a pop. You've got the power to change your future at $5 a pop. Many people are saying, Erica, I want to invest in stocks. I don't have all this money to put aside. And the excuses just aren't there anymore. There's a great app called the Robinhood app. You can get on your phone for free. You can actually buy stocks for free, no commissions, and get those nice juicy dividends on some of those stocks. You can start buying stocks at $2, $5. I recommend you go to dividend.com and you check out your dividend dates, because I am a monthly dividend stock kind of investor. That's where I find sweet spot in REITs, some people may call them. And I start there. Now, my next level is crowdfunding sites. And crowdfunding real estate sites, they're more bigger dollar. You're going to spend like $1,000. So that may be off in the future for you, but that gives you the actual means to cash in and put $1,000 down on an apartment complex in Houston, Dallas, somewhere, and you get returns. Okay, Erica, what about the $25 mark? Can I get in at the $25 mark? Sure. You can go to Living Club or Prosper and invest in notes at $25 a pop. Now, you guys have known, I've talked about this a lot, is I have 13% interest coming in off my Lending Club notes. And I just invested at $25 a pop. And I remember telling some coworkers, and they were just like, oh, how? And I'm like, in that moment, you become the banker. You are choosing which notes to invest in. When you choose which notes to invest in, those dividends get paid back to you. And right now I'm averaging 13%. So if you know anything about the rule of 72, it's how quickly your money will double. Now the banks turn around and charging you on credit cards 29% interest, 22% interest. At 22% interest, they're seeing a return on their money every 3 years. When you get about 10.99, 11% interest, they're seeing their return every 6 years. When you get further down, 4%, they're seeing their return maybe 17 years or so. So you want to be like the bank. You want to get that 13%, 14% interest. Now, some people say, well, Eric, I want to get that 20, 40, 50% interest. Well, that comes from investing in real estate. Real estate's pretty much your only bet when it comes to investing. Let's say you move in, you put 3.5% down FHA, and let's say you rent all the rooms out in your house. You're in that stage of life, you can do that, great. Or if you get a fourplex, you live in one unit, your mortgage is like $800, $800 to $1,000. The difference is when you get with multi-units, you have to have 3 months worth of mortgage payments. And so that's what the bank is looking for. But if you get in a fourplex and every unit's renting out for, the other 3 units are renting out for $700 a piece, well, now you've got $2,100 coming back. Now, most people say, well, Eric, I don't want to live where my tenants are. And yes, I will say sometimes that's annoying. But that's where you use a property management company where you don't have to be hands-on and people have to know you are the owner. So that's a way to kind of spare yourself from that. But like getting $2,000 back and your mortgage may be a grand, you're going in the positive for the whole year. Now, what happens next year if you get married or you have kids and you're like, I want to move out of this fourplex into my own house. Well, then you move out to your own house next year, because FHA and many of the other mortgage loans let you do that, and then you rent that other one out. So now you've got $2,800 coming in every month, and you're paying the mortgage and you're getting some extra off that. That's how wealth is built, and that's how you get those big 20, 30, 40% returns on your money. That's how people are doing it. And so the funniest thing is I know an Asian student right now who's getting ready to buy a fourplex in San Antonio, Texas, because he's had 2 or 3 cars at this point and renting them out daily for $30 and $40 a day on Torino.com. So he's pulling in $3 or $4,000 while in college. And he bought these cars at the auction, just bought them at the auction, took them to a mechanic, got them repaired. So now he's able to claim all this income, and now he's going to buy a fourplex, maybe live down there a year while he does grad school, and then next year move on after that. So you can become the bank if you start today. right? You have to figure out an avenue for you to start. Many people say, well, Eric, I just don't have enough money. I'm broke. And I'm like, this is where you might have to work a second job. You want to be the investor. You want to be on that side of the cash flow quadrant, as Robert Kiyosaki says. But if you cannot be at this moment, employee is where you can be. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Until you can make bigger moves, that's where you just have to be. So, but by becoming a banker, becoming a B and an I investor, a business / I investor, by putting that $25 into lending club notes where people are getting personal loans and you're getting that payment back for the next 36 months or until they pay it up, that's a great opportunity. That's just money coming back to you. That's your money making money for you. So when people say, Erica, I mean, I don't want to do stocks. It takes so long to flip your money. I want to make big flips. I'm like, listen, you got to start where you can. And $25 a pop on Lending Club is where you can start. Okay. Definitely check out that app. I mean, they're not my sponsor, but I just love them. It's a great way for me to put money away. When I worked in the apartment industry and then I delivered pizzas at night, that extra 1,000 just went over to Lending Club a month. It became a way to kind of get my gears rolling and start making money for myself. So if you find the extra income, put it away, invest it. So look, you can become the bank. You can control your future. $25 does not sound like a lot. You do that, what, once a week, 4 times a month? That's 100 a month. That's 1,200 a year. You'll slowly see changes come about. It won't be overnight, but you'll definitely slowly start showing changes come about. And if you have a higher paying job and you can do more, definitely do more. I mean, you can always show the bank in a year or two, yeah, I have all these notes. I have 100 different notes I'm invested into. And people actually invest in mortgage notes. Like private everyday citizens like me and you can go, when my mom had the last little 30 grand left on our mortgage, she was paying it down. All of a sudden Bank of America said, yeah, we sold your loan. We sold it. And this little company, we literally Googled everything we could about this company. It was literally a mom and pop in a little small spot in Texas. And we realized just some couple had 40 grand, put the money down. And so now to the remainder of that mortgage, my mom will be paying it to a couple who are just going to be getting $1,000 a month and enjoying a cash flowing note. You can do that too. You don't have to limit yourself. If you ever get those lump sums of cash, you can buy notes too. And if the person doesn't pay, you get the property. So some really good things to learn about. Another great person you can learn more about buying notes and buying houses in Dallas is Scotty C. Smith. Definitely check him out. Andre Hatchett did a video with him. Definitely go Google that. Go get on YouTube, look it up. But look, you guys, I was just doing a quick one for tonight. You guys stay positive. If you need to speak to me, consult below. Any courses below. I'll definitely put this one together somehow in the future and roll it into another course. So everybody, this is Erica, Classy Clown Blog, Invest for Your Future.